Hey, it's your girl Jamecia, your challenge her coach, and this is day 2 of me in my mini series of just sharing some things I wanted to just let my tribe know more about me, more about what I do. So, day 2. Today, I am sharing 5 tips about what I focus on when I talk to my ladies. 5 tips of sharing what I do when I have one on ones or group sessions, some things that I share to help the woman identify the inner her. Okay. There's some things that I share with her. I'm not going to share it all, of course, but I do want to give you an idea of the map that I have created, the module curriculum that I have created for the woman that I talk to. So let's get started. All right. So 5 tips. The first tip I want to share is um, who are you? All right. Who are you? Your identity is who you are. And so let's go into the definition of what identity is. Identity is the qualities, beliefs, the personality, the looks, your expression, all of those things make up you. Those are your characteristics of who you are. So when you see me, my identity, part of my identity is my locks. Part of my identity is the energy that I bring to a situation. I make sure that my energy is super, super positive. That is what Jamecia brings. Okay. Part of what I bring is, the positivity of knowing who I am. I also know that uh, my identity is not based off the next person. I know that when you see me, that is who you get. I am not going to be a copy of someone else. All right. I am going to totally be who I am. So when you know who you are, all right. Oh, sorry, y'all. That was bothering me. All right. But when you know who you consciously acknowledge and accept who you are to the core of what you desire most in this world. You find when you find out who you are, you can be open and honest and truthful with others about where you are in the current season of your life. So you'll be in a situation where somebody say, "Girl, I wouldn't do that. Cause what if this? That is their fear. And they're trying to project it onto you. So you should know based off who you are, whatever that situation may be, they may be a person who say, I wouldn't do that. But what would you do in a situation? All right. How would you move in a situation? Say, for example, if it's an opportunity to share or be a blessing to someone, you may have somebody negative in your ear saying, I wouldn't do that because they probably got more money than you do. Yeah. So that is what your decision is. But if it's laid onto your heart and the person that you are to help someone else, you do that because that is who you are. All right. Your looks, your facial expressions, your posture in a room, how you enter in a room, that is your identity. You need to know what your identity is. And your identity, although it is multiple characteristics, it is not the descriptions that you carry. It is not the titles that you hold. What is your identity? Without being a mother, without being a significant other, without being cousin, auntie, all of that. When someone asks you what your identity is, can you tell them who you are without telling them what your titles are or your job description is? Can you tell them who you truly know you are? Can you tell them in everything that's in your heart who you are? All right. So, who are you? That is tip one for identifying um and knowing who you are in this current season. All right. I say current seasons because we're forever evolving. So I am also big on affirmations, hence the book We Affirmations. So I want you to make sure that I'm going to share in each tip just a couple of affirmations, not many, but it goes with knowing who you are and your identity. Okay. So who are you? What is your identity? That is tip one for learning who what is the inner you, what is the core of you. Okay. Affirmations is I am important, I am free to be myself, and the third one is I believe in myself. That is tip one. Know who you are. Tip two, because I don't want to be over here too long, but I can keep going with the examples, but I don't want to be over here too long. Tip two is heal from your past. Have you healed from those situations? We all have had those moments in our past that we have held onto that affect our life now, whether it is a positive situation or a negative situation. Even when I said heal from your past, something triggered in your mind that place where you not have not yet healed from, or you're working on being healed from. Um, you have to identify what is triggering you and figure out in your way how to heal from it. Some people will say, "Oh, I wouldn't." Well, she didn't even cry. How she don't even, people will give you their expectations of how you should deal with a situation. But knowing who you are, you figure out how you need to heal from past situations, whether it needs to be a conversation being had, whether you need to purposely come up with a plan to visit and then come from, and instead of it being a negative situation, because you have to look at things different, knowing that it is a teachable moment to move past that situation. Okay. So you have to identify what is in your past that is hindering you in this life right now, currently. What is in your past that's hindering you right now? And how are you going to heal from it? You have to proactively choose and figure out a way to heal from those situations. Okay. So in order to find you, you have to heal from that hurt and also know that that hurt is not your identity. All right. That hurt place is not who you are. It's a situation that happened, situations that may have happened, but that is not who you are. Some people say, I am just a person who da, 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 da. That is not your identity. So you have to heal from that place so that you can truly tap into who you truly are. And of course, I have a couple affirmations that I wanted to share with that. And it is, I will push past the hurt and I am healed. Okay. So one is know who you are. Two is push past the pain. Push past the hurt. Heal. All right. Truly, actively heal. Tip three, self-worth. This is all part of my curriculum that I've created for any ladies who do life coaching sessions with me. And it's so self-worth. Self-worth is knowing who you are and adding tags. Because even the level that you are strongly and what you stand on, they still another level because we're forever evolving. So add tags to that. So you have to know that you love yourself unconditionally. I love myself unconditionally. There's things that are great about me, and there's things that I need to work on. In either way, whatever it is, I love myself unconditionally because I respect the decisions that I make. Because I make those decisions based off what I feel and not what someone else thinks I should do. Okay. I am worthy of every bit of what I feel, I desire, and then some. You should never ever elect, and I go back to you should never ever um let what you decide in your life, those decisions should not be based off what somebody else's expectation is, because that is not your expectation. What is your expectation of your life? All right. So we are not lowering our value because of what we did in our past, because that's not our identity, or because of what someone else has done to us in the past, because that is not our identity. You are worthy of whatever your heart's desire. You need to know that. You are absolutely worthy of whatever your heart's desire, not what someone else has projected on you that you should believe. That is their belief. They could be coming to you and giving you an idea or telling you what you should do in a hurt place of their own. So why should you make a decision about your life off what someone else told you, but in a hurt place that they're in? They need to identify who they truly are. So you should never ever decide who you are based off someone else's expectations. So the affirmations with that is, hope I'm not going too fast, but of course you can go back and watch the replay. If you are, if any of this is resonating with you, give me some heart, give me some love, let me know, drop in the comments, let me know that this stuff that gets sense to you. All right. So the affirmations for self-worth is: I am worthy of success. I am worthy of happiness. I am worthy of all my heart's desires. All right. So the tip number four. Y'all ready? Okay. Tip number 4 is self-confidence. Listen. When Jamecia walks in a room, Jamecia is going to walk in a room with her head held high, confident, 10 toes down, that no one else in this room is anything like me. I brought light to this room. I am humbly grateful to be in this room. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, there is something in me that I can give to you. I am confident in the fact that I can step into a room and I know exactly who I am. I am not going to look like you. I am not going to dress like you. I am not going to talk like you. But guess what? I am me. I'm pretty sure that there is something that's in you that I can pull from you, right? But there is also something that I know that I have the strength because of my experiences, because I know that I am so much stronger. I am amazing, right? I am an amazing being. I am courageous. I am fearful. I am magical. I am all those things. And I am confident to walk in a room and say that. Why? Because I know I am strong. That does not take away from who else is in the room. Although I am strong and confident and know who I am, that doesn't take away from you. You have your own strength. You have your own courageousness. You have your own amazing, magical self. You are your own amazing, magical self. And you having that does not take away from me. So confidence is important. Your confidence is important. How can you have a business? How can you decide that you want to go to school for something? How can you completely say that you are going to do anything if you are not confident in it? Because life situations may happen. Things may happen. Some that somebody may say, projecting their expectations on you may happen. You have to be confident in you to know that that ain't for you. That is not for me, ma'am. Respectfully, I understand that you have your opinion about a situation, but that ain't for me. So you have to be confident in it. 10 things I wanted to share quickly. No, I'm going to share 5. I'm going to share 5 because of time. 10 things, 10 rules that a confident person lives by. All right. Number 1, they know themselves and they accept who they are, flaws and all. All right. No one's perfect, but they know their strengths. They know their weaknesses. They accept that and they push themselves to evolve. That is not anybody else's responsibility to have them feel confident. It's themselves. Correct? All right. Number 2, they believe in themselves and have faith in their own abilities. Okay. Number 3, they don't allow negative self-talk to enter their mind. Things happen, right? That you just be like, what? Wait, nope, 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 no. I'm not changing the way I think about this situation. I'm not changing who I am. I'm not changing the what I know I can do. I just have to move and adjust a little differently to get to the overall goal. So they don't allow that negative self-talk to get stuck in a situation when they know they can accomplish all things. All right. So they don't allow that negative talk. 4, they challenge themselves and push themselves to grow because why? We're forever evolving. There's something that I teach in my business classes called the J curve, right? Yeah, I ain't sharing that right now, but we're forever evolving. Know that you are forever evolving. So you have to always be pushing yourself. It's always another level of the magical, amazing self that you are. 5, they take control of their life and have a positive outlook and are in charge of their attitudes. Woo, girl, this girl could use, can give an attitude. And sometimes I still can because I identified that that's part of who. And it's not that so much of an attitude. It's just, I said what I said and I meant what I said. I'm not moving. That's the confidence in me. But I'm in charge of how I feel and move about a situation. I can't look at situations and say, oh, whoa, why did that happen? Why did that obstacle come? Why that little bump come? What am I going to do? Or I cannot say, oh, here we are, teachable moment, reflect, look, see what I need to do next. And then next time that I accomplish it, okay, I'm going to move a little different. I'm not going to do what I did before. I'm going to do it a little different. I'm still going to accomplish that goal. Success, I'm moving forward. It's going to be accomplished, okay? So, I'm in charge of that. I am in charge of that. Self-confidence. A couple of affirmations that go with self-confidence is, I was born to do great things. Okay. And my confidence increases every single day. Your confidence increases every single day. And so that make your self-confidence, you should never belittle your self-confidence for the company that you keep. If the people that's around you who truly know who you are and accept who you are because you accept who you are, if they cannot handle your self-confidence, then honey, I'm sorry. I love you, but this is how I'm moving. I'm not really even sorry for being who I am, but this is how I'm moving. And it's going to increase every day. I hope your confidence increases every day as well. Because you're amazing too. But this is who I am. I'm not lowering my standards. I'm not lowering my confidence. I'm not lowering my self-worth. I know who I am. I am healed. Listen, the moment that you decide and you know that you are truly healed from a past situation, that confidence level is through the roof. So when a situation arises that taps into and it triggers those moments that you look at that different. There are situations I had to heal from that if I tell a person how I healed from it, they may say, it didn't take all that for me. Why you have to do that? But that is what I had to do. And I know who I am. And I know why I had to do it for myself. Tip number 5. Your self-care plan. Your self-care plan. You have to develop a plan that assists in the new routine that is needed to keep your peace. So before you knew who you was moving around, you didn't have a plan, you was dealing with places that you need to be healed. You weren't really confident in who you were. You knew what your characteristics were. You knew what your identity was, but you wasn't really confident in sharing it with people because of how it may make them feel or may, about themselves. But number 5 tip is you coming up with a plan so that you can stay in that place of knowing, hey, I am confident. I am worthy of whatever my heart desire. I am healed from those past situations. I am healed. I am totally healed, walking in confidence, 10 toes down, knowing that when I walk in a room, people see my confidence. People see my heart. People see who I am, right? They know my identity by how I posture and how I move. And they should know based off how I come in my posture that nothing that they can say or do to try to project on me will affect me. They can learn from me humbly and respectfully, but they can learn from me. So those are the things, and y'all feel my energy. So that is how strongly I feel about every woman knowing her true self. Every woman knowing there is so much more that is in her that she possibly could know. The fact, and I just want her to think about the many titles and jobs that she carried. Only a woman of strength can do those things. So why would you leave yourself out of this amazingness? Allow her to be a part. All right. If you want to know more, no, wait. When you decide that you want to know more about a woman's experience, J Hall Consulting Services with your girl, Jamecia, the Challenge Her Coach, well, I absolutely challenge you. And I am not going to sit here and act like I am not, because I want you to get to that place where you need to be. But when you're ready, go to awomansexperience.com. Of course, come and see me. I challenge, let me just say this. I challenge, but I challenge with love. You definitely know it's coming from a place of love, all right? But you gonna get challenged. But I wanted to share today 5 tips of the curriculum that I created with what I do as a life coach, your motivation. I push, I motivate, I challenge, I give accountability. I am here for you. So, as always, please, please, please know I'm absolutely rooting for you. I'm absolutely cheering for you. And I love you. See you tomorrow.